Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! Thanks to Zane, our mana supply for the barrier is dangerously low, so we are off to locate a giant mana stone. Interesting that Scar is not a part of that sequence. Hey, think about heading up? Yep. Good, because I fixed the path up. How convenient. Stones there are secured and smooth to the hand. That's right, a path maker I am. Interesting that music restarts when we come here. I imagine there's no reason for us to go back to the spider's den. That was quite a wall to climb just to climb back down. You can hear the sound of rain. Oh, I'm gonna like this place. We have to cross this rainforest to make our way west. The clouds, the rain, and even the dankness can be unbearable. I love the gloom. Agreed, there's a certain calmness that comes with it. That was not the impression I was getting from you initially. Anyways, I'm worried about Starkus. He's gotten lost here before, so let's split up and find him. Let's rendezvous further ahead by the big mushroom below the large tree. Stay safe, Lambda. Back up a bit. It occurs to me I did not harvest that plant by the tents. It is important for me to do that, for obvious reasons. I like how I actually take the effort of not stepping on the flowers during that scene. To be honest, if there was a clear path through there that was zigzagging, I would definitely take it even if I had the option. Well, in real life I would. If I had control in this video game, I would not care. It won't hurt the flowers. Froggy! Turtle! We're gonna have to fight a weed. Oh gosh. That is not what I expected this weed to look like. I like all the fireflies. Okay. Bless his sword. So, explain this to me. Effective against demons, humans, and plants. Why plants? I mean, yeah, the sword is sharp, but so is an axe. Keepa says, why humans? Fair. Well, I don't have to buy very many of these. Or any. Oh, you know what? Because it's like a machete. That's why it's good against plants. Eat your vegetables, Scar. We can level up. We should level up. Backtracking again. I don't know why I didn't think about leveling up after those past couple of boss fights, but I didn't think about leveling up after those past couple of boss fights. It is kind of weird to think, hey, don't forget to level up. Considering 99% of RPGs do that automatically. I wonder why this game is done this way. Do we have enough for a second level up? We did fight 2 bosses. Yay! Officially over 1000 HP. No equipment buff required. That is satisfying. Let's go ahead and spend a couple of these blessing points. I'll still save 1 for resistance, because I'm going to want that for something. But in the meantime... Tension relief. Lose all your current TP, but heal over twice as much of your own HP. This would actually be really good to use immediately after a limit break. And I have had instances where I needed a big heal. I'll learn that. Power Heart increases one ally's max HP for 5 to 7 turns. I still don't see that being useful mid-battle, unless it heals in the process of increasing the max HP. Brace reduces chances of being critical hit and removes the exposure status ailment. I don't even know what that is. Keepa says, if you limit break, don't you lose all your TP? Yeah, exactly. So the idea here is, once I use all my TP, then when I use tension relief, I don't have any to lose. I'm not wasting TP. Keepa says, so you would need at least 1 point. To be determined. Critical boost. Maybe. While up, gain 33% of max TP in combat. Also maybe. Regenerate 5% of max TP, but lose 1% HP per turn for 10 turns. That'd be... maybe, I don't know. Increase hit. Greatly increase one ally's critical hit rate for 2 turns. Guarantee an ally to perform a critical hit. Okay. I'm just going for the straight critical boost. And then I could increase it even further if I wanted. But I'm going to save this last blessing point for a status resistance. as soon as I find out what sort of resistance I have to deal with in the upcoming dungeon. This is not the upcoming dungeon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fight that first monster again. I'm sure it's respawned. It was easy enough to take down. Oh, it didn't respawn. I would have to sleep for that to happen. Anybody home? Nice to have some water that I don't have to worry about taking damage from. I am proud of how accurate my sneak attack was there. Because even I couldn't see it coming. So when I cause 300 points of damage, that is probably a critical hit. I thought, though, that the camera zooms in when I crit. What was the Lumen Shroom again? Cures blind. Makes sense. How did I not see this? Because this is a busy map. Glowing flower. It's stuff. A ray of hope in otherwise gloomy areas. These flowers provide natural light. Why should there be treasure hidden behind the trees as well? Glad this game doesn't have random encounters. So, do we go down or left? This looks like the optional room. Or maybe it's forward progression because there's a path there. Or maybe it's a wraparound situation again. Coffee beans? Must be ground and brewed before consuming. They are also known as the Mind Enlighteners. That's for a quest. Definitely gotta be on the lookout for sparklies. What's that? Another one of the plants. Oh, I didn't even see that. Or that. I'm looking up here. I'm glad I came this way. Any other goodies I'm not seeing? I'm gonna say no. There's also another path there. I'm glad there's no random encounters. And I'm also glad that enemies don't respawn when I backtrack. That's really a good thing, considering there's all these branching paths. If this was a game with random encounters, it would be annoying if I found out that I missed a path. As you shattered the Mana Stone to collect its pieces, you caught a glimpse of the gods. You have learned the magic? Revive Plus. Revives one ally with half of their max HP. Oh, and it costs 2 crystals to use. Well, during a boss fight... Oh, there is water that I cannot actually walk through. This water is deep. The edge of the water is sharp. Compared to the rounded corners of other ledges. Wait, what? Again, I didn't even see that. Considered disgusting by many, but considered a delicacy by a few. I am one of the many. Okay, so if that path doesn't take us back to the path up here, where does this path lead? These plants have a predictable walking cycle. You think we'll ever find out what these things actually can do to me? Come to think of it, I bet poison is a thing here. I'm pretty certain I already have poison resistance. Yeah. More paths here. At first I thought maybe there would be some way to climb up there, but there's nothing up there anyway. Ooh. So how much spirit dust do I need for the next level up? 1750. Definitely won't be getting there before the next boss fight. Okay, considering how useful these Heaven Stones are, I'm actually going to go ahead and backtrack all the way to town right now. Yes, again. Especially after establishing that the enemies do not respawn until I sleep. I'll take the Heaven Stone off your hands. Here's one of my treasures as I promised to you. Another fire shroom. Good to have. Not so much the burning part, but I can cure that easily enough. I'm kinda curious what all the other stats are that get increased. I mean, obviously all of them, but how much? 50, 64, 4, 49, 48, 84. Random paw print icon down there. Wonder what that's about. That's Scar's weapon, I guess. So health goes up 10 points. Everything else goes up 1 point. Not as much as I was hoping, but 1 point for all stats, I can't really complain. Too bad going out in the rain won't cure a burn. Or so I assume. Okay, so there's definitely going to be monsters in this direction. So I'm saving. These frogs are notably less monstrous looking than the ones from before. Gloom. It's an emo frog. $188 damage, not terrible. Keepa says, look like sad frogs, but those are poison glands. That would not surprise me. Well, no sneak attack here. Wait. Scar is too sad to act? They really are emo frogs! That's actually kind of a funny status effect. Also kind of a bad one. It's basically like paralysis. So, these are not poisonous frogs. They are depressing frogs. And in this case, depressing is a verb. Gotta keep an eye out for sparklies in the water. They are definitely gonna be hard to spot. Okay, there's a path down here. Is this leading back to where all those items were? Yes. Also, here, Scar, eat some bananas. They are good for digestion. A fairly large map. It's a good thing it's not an empty map. Dang on it, I should have saved those bananas until after I saw what was in the room coming up. Maybe there was a coma plant coming up. Yeah, which means I could backtrack to the previous one. Well, let's do that. Kiba says backtrack the game. Well, it's not as bad as Thousand Year Door. Oh, wow, nice. I will definitely do this in any game that is beneficial. There's this one survival horror RPG that I played where there was always, or at least usually, a free bed at the start of each dungeon. And I would take the time to backtrack to it every time to heal, rather than use one of my precious healing items. Thinking on it, this game is not too dissimilar. Healing items are really precious in this adventure. Anyway, let me save and take a peek ahead. And that thing there is a good thing to be ending this stream on. What be that thing? Whatever it is, I'm sure it is dangerous. Also, Kiba says, do you ever end the game with an abundance of unused items? All the time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.